Learn, grow, succeed with Tiwari's Academy.
Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Welcome to recorded videos of Tiwari's Academy. My name is Akhilesh Tiwari. In today's video, we will talk about sine rule and cosine rule. Now, when I talk about sine rule and cosine rule, many students must have heard this rule, but this is specifically for IGCSE student. Now, this recorded video is for IGCSE kids. Now, for the previous 3 videos, I have recorded all the trigonometrical ratios, identities, heights and distance, Shokar-Tova rules. But in today's video, we'll talk about more on sine rule and cosine rule. Now, this sine rule and cosine rule again comes under application of trigonometry. Now, when I talk about sine rule and cosine rule and cosine rule are the 2 basic, or we can say specific rules which are not used in right angle triangle. These rules are basically used for the triangle except right angle triangles such as isosceles, scalene triangles. Now, where exactly we use them? Sine rules are basically used to find missing angles and missing side. Cosine rule is again used for finding out angle and side. Now, you must be wondering, if both the rules are used to find sides and angles, then what is the main difference? Now, we'll see what exactly the main difference is between sine rule and cosine rule. So, we will just draw diagram and we'll try to understand with the help of diagram how sine rule works and how cosine rule works. Let's see. Now, here I am drawing a triangle. You can draw any triangle. It can be a isosceles, scalene, any triangle you can draw. And I am naming the vertices to be ABC. So this is angle A, angle B and angle C. Okay. Now I am naming the side exactly opposite to angle A to be a small a. I am naming side opposite to angle B to be a small b. And I am naming side opposite to C to be small c. Okay. Now, what is sine rule? I'll just write down the sine rule basically over here. Now, sine rule is basically what? Sine rule states sine A upon A. Now, I'm writing sine A upon small a, sine B upon small b, and sine C upon small c. Now, you must be wondering how this rule works. This rule states, now I wrote small a, small b, small c. Now, the reason why I wrote small a, small b, small c is just to indicate that angle opposite or side opposite to angle A is basically BC. So, my naming can change anyways, but just to be more specific, what I wrote is I wrote letter small a just to make sure that it looks familiar, it looks similar. So, side A is opposite to angle A, side B is opposite to angle B, and side C is opposite to angle C. Now, how this rule works? Just now I told you that this rule is to find missing angles and sides. Now, when we are told to find missing angles and side, so we need to have at least 2 angle and 1 side in order to find another missing side, or we need to have 2 sides, 1 angle in order to find 1 missing angle. So, out of 3 angles and 3 sides, we need to have at least 2 side, 1 angle, or 2 angle, 1 side in order to find the missing angle or missing side. So, this what exactly your sine rule is all about. Okay, so let not get confused. Again, I am repeating sine rule. Sine rule is nothing else but sine A upon A. Now, when I say sine A, that is the angle at A is sine A. Sine B is basically angle at B. Sine C is exactly angle C at sine C means angle C. Okay, so this is my sine rule. Now similarly, we'll talk about cosine rule. We'll solve one sum based on each. Now what is my cosine rule? Now again, just now I told you both of them are basically used to find sides and missing angle, but in this case this is little more specific. When I talk about cosine rule, what does my cosine rule tells you? Cosine rule basically specifically specifies about three sides given to you and missing angle. So when you have all the three sides of a triangle given to you and you don't have any angle given to you, so in order to find missing angle and all the three sides are given to you, I can use cosine rule in order to find the missing angle. Alright, so again I am emphasizing on cosine rule. Cosine rule is used to find the angle if all the three sides are given to us. In the previous rule, in sine rule, what did we see? We saw that if two angles and one side was given to us, we could find the one missing side which was exactly diagonal opposite to the angle or exactly opposite to the side. So I can find either of it. I can find either side or I can find either or angle basically in the sine rule. But now when we talk about cosine rule again I am just drawing a similar kind of a diagram. Any triangle you can draw. I am naming it as ABC. Okay. So now in this case again I will name the same thing. Side opposite to angle A is small a, side opposite to angle B will be small b, and side opposite to angle C is a small c. Okay, so again my cosine rule is little difficult, or you can say little complicated as compared to sine rule. My cosine rule specifically says more of angle related rule it is, or you can say more of side. When the side is given to us and when we are told to find angle, so basically we are more specifically finding the angle when all the three sides are given to us. Again I am repeating, we are told to find the angle when all the three sides are given to us, and also I can find side with the help of cosine rule, and that too only if any specific angle is given to us. I can only find the side opposite to any angle. Okay, if any specific angle is given to us and when we are told to find any angle exactly opposite to that angle, only that side can be found if my other two side and one specific angle is given to us. Okay, so we'll see that now. So for example, the rule goes like this: a square is equals to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. Okay, now this rule specifically tells you about side A. Now I can find my side A if my both the sides are given to us, side B and side C is given to us, and angle A is given to us. So just now I told you the same thing. I can find side A if angle A is given to us. I can find side B if angle B is given to us. I can find side C if angle C is given to us. Similarly, I can write for B also. B square is equals to A square plus C square minus 2AC cos B, and C square can be given as A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. Okay, so these are my three rules when we are told to find sides. If their specific angle or side related angle is given to us. Again, I can only find B if my angle B is given to us. I can find side C if my angle C is given to us. And similarly, I can find any angle. So when we are told to find any angle related stuff, so what we can do is, so now when we are told to find any angle, when all the three sides are given to us, it is very easy to find angle because I can use the same formula. I can just resubstitute the values here and there. Just make my angle subject, you can find the angle. So basically, if we are told to find angle A, when all three sides are given to us, what we'll do, I will write on the same formula. A square is equals to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. Now since I want to find angle A, so what I will do is I will make my A subject, cos A subject. So what I will do is I will bring the entire thing on this side. This whole thing will go on that side, and I will take my A on the other hand side. So this will become what? 2BC cos A is equals to B square plus C square minus A square. Okay, but I need to find angle A. So again what I will do is I will get my 2BC down. So cos A is equals to B square plus C square minus A square upon 2BC. Again, I don't want cos A, I just want angle A. So what I will do is when I will take my cos on the other hand side, automatically what will happen, I will get cos inverse of B square C square plus C square minus A square upon 2BC. Now similarly I can find for angle B, angle C. So angle B can be given as cos inverse of, now since I am finding angle B, okay, since I am finding angle B, so what will happen, so my B will come at the place of A square. So I will get A square plus C square minus B square upon 2AC. And now for angle C, so cos inverse of, now C will come here, it is A square plus B square minus C square upon 2AB. Okay, so these are the rules which we need to remember while solving sine rule and cosine rule.